Another day, another demo. Today I'm going to show you how you issue contracts. So from the dashboard or from within projects, I simply go into the project I want to issue contracts from. You can even see, because it's so important, that's what the platform is all about. You can issue contracts using these buttons. You can click this button up here. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go into the project here and click Issue New Contract. That will give me 3 different options. I'm going to show you all 3. So the first one, create and send contract. Use that when you want to send a contract to just a single person for signature on just one document. Let's try that. So now it prompts me to choose the template. These templates are pulled in from my contract templates over here. You can create as many templates as you like, and I'll show you that in another demo. But for now, I'll just choose the consent form for photo, video, and sound. So what it does, it immediately pulls up the contract. It shows me the internal note. That won't be shown to, and you can even, that's something I've created for this template. But internal notes is just for your convenience. It won't be shown to the signer. So then essentially it says consent form, photos, and video, right? You see a green field here. That means that you have to fill that out as an issuer. So I'm just going to write the materials to be used for social media channels and website. And then I scroll through the contract. I can see here's a form field as well, a checkbox, but it's gray. That means that it will be filled out or checked by the signer. Cool. So I think we're good with the content for this contract. So let's look at the right side panel here. So what does it say? Well, we chose a contract template, all set. It shows us the signing workflow for that template, right? So I will issue the contract. Currently an unknown person will be the primary signer, signing as participant. And once that has happened, everyone will receive a copy of the signed contract. You can even add additional signers if you want to, in addition to the primary signer. So let's say you have this signed by a participant, but you want to send it afterwards to a parent or an agent or whatever. You can add additional signers. And then you have the option of asking custom questions. So let's say in addition to this contract, you want to ask an additional question. I don't know what that could be, but if it's like a participant you're going to have them set, maybe it could be something like, do you have any food requirements, anything you want in particular? You can ask all the questions you want essentially here. But if I just clicked, and I know it's going to present me with an error, but if I just click preview contract, it will call out this one because it says an unknown person is the primary signer. So I'm going to click edit here and say, okay, let's issue this contract to Connie Page. Her email is Connie Page. The title as a signer is participant. I like that. That's fine. And Connie is not a child. She's not under 16 years. By the way, you can set this legal age threshold on the template level. So again, if you go back to contract templates and you edit this template, you can define what the legal threshold is. Here it's 16 years. So now I'm just going to click save. And here it says, well, now we have a primary signer. I can now preview the contract. It will show me the contract, and note how it has now removed the internal note. It's no longer showing. So now it's just populated it with the copy I wrote. There's still a checkbox to be filled in by Connie, and it all looks good. So let's click issue contract. It says now contract is issued and it's now pending signatures. So let's just imagine for a while that we are Connie. So I'm just going to jump to Connie's email. And you can see she has already received an email saying, well, please review and sign the document for demo project television campaign issued by Connie Demo Company. So I'm going to do that. Click here. And you can see again, here's the message from me as the issuer. I see the consent form here. And I need to click yes. And down here, I can simply long press to sign. It will generate a PDF for me as the signer that I can download if I want, but I will also receive an email. So going back to my inbox, you can see I've now received an email with a PDF attached. So you can open this PDF, and here's the signed contract from Connie. And if I go back, and now I'm back as the admin, I'll be able to see that if I go into the project, I have now a signed contract from Connie with the signature here, and you can see a check mark over here stating that it is also signed, and everyone who was to sign this contract have signed it. So that's how you issue a single contract to a single person. So I want to go back to the project now and issue a different type of contract, which is a public sign page. So I'm going to click Create Public Sign Page. I'm going to choose the same template. And this time it's going to be a tiny bit different because this is going to be a public sign page. But again, I need to put in the info here, social media channels and website. And that's essentially it. I can then decide if I want the signer to upload a selfie. That can be really, really handy if you need to manage consents at a later stage, or delete photos if they withdraw their consent, or if you need to renew a license. So for now, I'm just gonna keep it actually. And again, I can ask custom questions. But really, I'm all set to create a public sign page. So I'm gonna go ahead and click Save, and immediately it generates a link and a QR code for a public sign page where anyone with this link can access it and sign this form. So in that sense, it's different than when you issue it to a single person where they receive an email, they sign it, it's just for them and no one else can access it. So here, if I go to the sign page just to show you, it will show you this form. And again, anyone can access this form. So let's say I'm accessing it as Daniel. So I'll say, hey, I'm Daniel Gilda. My email address is daniel@page. I agree. And I guess if I say long press to sign here, it will say select a file because we enforced the selfie upload. So I'm just going to do that. And then again, I can sign it using a long press. Boom, it generates a PDF. It sends a copy to my email as always. And if I go back in my demo project, you can see that I now have 3 signed contracts. So on top of that, you can see this public sign page I generated now lies here within my project. So at any point from my desktop, from my mobile app, I can access this public sign page. And look, if you click the QR code, it will actually show you a printable screen that you can put up. Let's say if you're at an event or at a festival and you want to collect mass signature, this is really, really handy. So to just use this QR code. Great. The last signature or contract issuing method I want to show you is simply to photograph or upload a contract. So imagine you're out on set, or you acquired a license elsewhere, or you purchased some rights, or you have a freelance agreement you just want to store centrally within the project on Connie so that you know where all your legal documents are. This is the feature you need. So if you click that, you can simply drag and drop files to this area. You can give them a name. It could be the signer, or it could be the name of the license. So again, I could simply say Daniel and upload a contract here, and then click save. So let's just do this demo document transfer of rights, and I'm going to click save, and the document is now saved as part of my project. So you can see it here. Cool. That were the 3 different ways you can currently issue and collect signatures. Let me know if you have any questions. In my other demos, next demos, I'll be going through contract templates, how to use our smart text, and other handy features that I think you'll love. Have a nice day.